G'day everyone and welcome to the Spring Angus Bull Night for Breeder Genetics for 2024. We've been really busy in the last 6 months. It's been so great to catch up with so many of you and look at some great cattle across the country and across the globe. We've had lots of great learnings over the last little while and it's been really great. This autumn we introduced our largest lineup of new bulls with 6 new bulls coming into the fray. It's our largest edition yet, and tonight we're going to run through those 6 bulls plus a few others at the end to focus on. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first bull to talk about tonight is a household name, Dunoon Prime Minister P758. Prime Minister was the highest selling Angus bull in 2020, making $140,000 at Dunoon sale in the spring. Prime Minister's now a proven bull. We expect to have a lot of performance. He's known for thickness, growth, docility and structural soundness. Probably the highlight of Prime Minister now is the progeny success we're seeing. First progeny have now been sold in the last few years. They've been topping sales across the country. It's a great avenue to get into some really proven genetics. Another great benefit of Prime Minister is the daughters. They're really clean-fronted, well-formed udders, and we expect to see a bit of power and performance in these females moving forward. I think that could be the best we see of Prime Ministers in his daughters. He's very well proven now with over 1,600 head of progeny on the database. That includes nearly 600 ultrasounds and over 300 structural data coming in on progeny. It presents an awesome opportunity to get into a really well-proven, well-described package. The data is very proven. Have a good look at Prime Minister if you haven't already used him. The next bull we're going to roll into is Circle 8 Shenanigans S654. At last, the paratrooper we've all been searching for. He combines birth to grey spread, scrotal, docility, carcass quality and structure. Phenotypically, he looks awesome. Heaps of red meat in a B- muscle pattern, softness, exceptional skin and hair type. A bull I think that's going to add a lot of red meat and overall muscle shape and thickness. We then look at the other side of the coin, the maternal strength behind this bull. Dam N117 is really what we might consider an ideal Angus cow, combining body length and power with an excellent foot structure and overall udder design. Her first natural calf sold for $55,000 to Macca's, while her initial 7 offspring sold to an average of $28,000. Furthermore, a full sister to N117 achieved the Australian record for a yearling heifer at auction, receiving $140,000, with a set of 8 full sisters averaging just over $30,000. Grandmother and great-grandmother are still active in the herd with calves at foot as L and H cows, so expect a little bit of longevity to come out of Shenanigans as well. A significant stride forward in the paratrooper lineage, merging phenotype, maternal power and dartle into a single package. If you haven't used paratrooper yet or been down that line, this is probably the bull you've been looking for. The next bull is going to be the first US bull of this evening, Deep Creek Legitimate 2003. A bull that has extreme length, depth of flank, chest floor and a great foot structure. A powerful bull that's going to bring in a lot of kilos at weaning. Note the overall growth data on this bull really ranks him at the top of the breed. Legitimate's dam is a beautiful 5-year-old that is easy keeping, broody, nice uddered and has really developed into a really attractive cow and a female that I think we can all really appreciate. Grand Dam and Great Grand Dam are both pathfinders in the American system, each having 10 calves on record. Really strong longevity, fertility in this cow line and overall family. Want to read you a quote from TJ Gabriel that is at Deep Creek Angus Ranch in South Dakota. This is his quote. "From the time he hit the ground, we knew he had the potential to be great. He rose to the top and earned Lot 1 status, where he sold for $105,000 as our sale topper, with Progressive Cattlemen winning the bid and as well as contending bidders. His first calves are on the ground in the US and are showing great promise. We're excited about what this bull will be able to do for you if you're chasing power with cattle with those extra kgs on the ground and really strong maternal lines. If you're looking for a little outcross pedigree, Deep Creek Legitimate's going to be the bull for you." Back to an Australian bull now that topped the spring sales last year for Dunoon, that is Dunoon Data Plus S603. Selling last year for $125,000 to Spry's Angus and Cottage Creek Angus, this bull gives us exceptional structural integrity, softness, docility and ability to promote calving ease while maintaining a balanced modern growth curve with that marbling. Data Plus scored perfect fives in the front and raw claw shape with a 46cm scrotal. Out of a 2-year-old heifer, Dam Q226 is a clean-fronted, square-made, big-hipped, good-hearted female that has risen to the top of the Q draft of females at Dunoon. She comes in from the esteemed Princess cow family, going back to the matriarch that is Dunoon Princess X9, best known for her influential size and top-selling bulls. Data Plus is going to give us a really great growth option if you're looking for fertility, softness, bit of marbling, and overall a great bull to hook into a big line of heifers. Staying on the Aussie theme, the next one we're going to talk about is Nola Superior S44. Rock solid structure here again, exceptional temperament, and really unmatched in those profit driving traits. Dam Q69 is a donor, and Grand Dam is the dam of the So-Right bull that sold for $190,000. And this bull also pulls in 5 generation of donor cows. Really strong overall maternal power coming into this bull from that designer cow family that we're all getting to know and love. Phenotypically, really rock solid. Structure, claw shape, heel design, combined with exceptional temperament, and you've got to really admire him for a beautiful skin and hair type. For those who used a bit of Nobleman and are left wanting that little bit more, here's your chance. We probably haven't seen the best of S44 yet. He's weaned 12-month-old calves, are really looking impressive and starting to turn a few heads. People that have used the bull are certainly going back in to use more. We've seen a lot of uptake in the commercial side of things. If you haven't used S44 yet, I still think there's plenty of opportunity to do so. Really like what this bull's putting on the ground. The final new bull I'm going to talk to you about tonight is Baldridge Balance. Balance sold for $45,000 in the 2022 Baldridge sale, where Baldridge actually then went and bought a half share back in the bull. His dam, EO48, had 4 of the 6 high top sellers in that sale. Balance is a massive, deep-bodied, square-hipped, with strong maternal lines and end product merit. And geez, you've got to look at that data set, and I challenge you to find a US bull with that balanced and impressive data set. He was hip-heighted as a yearling and came in at a 6.4 frame, so arguably that's a little bit big for some of our American friends, but I think for us that's spot on. I want to just mention the docility here on Balance. With progeny now coming into the US system, he's maintained a top 10% with 24 head of progeny recorded. Probably what's more noteworthy is that his sire is in the top 20% with well over 300 head of progeny recorded. Dam is in the top 1% with a handful of progeny, and Grand Dam Isabel Y69 is in the top 3% with 125 progeny recorded. Balance has had docility recorded himself and his maternal line, all scoring 1s there for docility. Look, Balance stands as a really key tool for achieving balanced breeding objectives. Look, his name is Balance, he's balanced by nature. I think as we move forward, this is a bull that's going to be able to add a lot of phenotype, a bit bigger framed bull than what we've seen out of the US, and also a very impressive overall data set. Now we're going to talk through a few of the bulls that are already in the lineup that aren't necessarily new, but we're just going to brush over them quickly and try and give you a few updates on how they're going. The first bull we're going to do that with tonight is Keneally Waymaker. Waymaker has a really comprehensive trait. He's going to add functionality, muscle, overall thickness, length, softness, docility, and a really good sound structure. Waymaker was the high ratioing bull a couple of years ago that sold at Keneally's. The dam of Waymaker is a really functional female with an excellent udder and the type of cow we'd all like to have in the front paddock breeding us a few bulls. With the first group of bulls selling already at Keneally's, they were received really well and one of the high averaging sire groups. The first calves are here on the ground in Australia, and we've heard really strong calving reports on him. We've had a lot of people come back and buy more semen off the back of first calves. Look, if you haven't used Waymaker yet, I definitely don't think it's too late. Probably a bull that I think's probably been missed by some. I think you should be having a good look at him. Look, with an outcross pedigree, the performance to match, Waymaker's definitely not one that you want to miss. Back into an Aussie bull now that's been taking the world by storm, and that is Nola So-Right S48. Tremendous amount of spring of rib and depth, overall muscle shape, great freedom of movement, a bull that really takes your eye when you go and look at him. Really strong maternal line, great grandson of the great designer V96, known for longevity, outstanding cow family behind this bull. His first calves are now 12 months old and they're really turning heads, and we're getting exceptional reports from his calves across the country. First handful of bulls will be selling this spring, so I encourage you to go and have a look at them wherever you can find them. His data's come through really strong now. He's nearly got 700 head of progeny on Angus Australia. 250 head are recorded now for docility, and he's maintaining really strong there. He's also now over a 4 for IMF, and that's off the back of about nearly 40 head of progeny recorded as well. Look, if you haven't used So Right yet, now is the time to jump in. He really is a complete package, exceptional temperament, cow power and a data set. I really don't think it's too late to use this bull just yet. I encourage you to go and look at the bull where you can. Next into a US bull, Hoover About It. This is a calving ease, low birth weight Hoover No Doubt son. We've always liked Hoover No Doubt for the extra power and performance he brings to the table, but we're just always looking for that calving ease, low birth son that we could use in a heifer mating options, and About It's the only bull that we've been able to find that can do that. He still brings all that power and muscle shape and thickness we expect to see from About It, but he then brings in arguably one of the strongest cow families in North America, that is the Ericas. If you know anything about the Hoover program, you know N54, you know G366, you know the power that stands in behind this bull, and to me, that's the strength of this bull, is the cow power that stands behind him. Overall balanced data set. He's an attractive, smooth-made bull that is long, big-hipped, and has a lot of muscle you'd expect from the No Doubts. The final bull I want to talk to you about tonight is Baldridge Versatile. He's a long, deep-bodied, free-moving bull that gives us a really smooth, clean front end with a lot of strength and overall sire appeal. I want to draw your attention to his docility and how that's been changing. He's in the top 1% at a plus 53. Now when you search the database, with his level of accuracy that is now well over 90%, he's actually ranked 4th in the entire breed across all animals. So I think we can be really confident in how this bull's going to perform docility. If you want to use a high docility bull, this is the man. His first sons sell in Australia this spring. They're long-bodied, heavy, clean-fronted, and very stylish. Look, if you're looking for a bull that's going to add some calving ease, low birth, growth and weight, that are very docile with calving ease and a lot of marbling, Versatile's going to do that for you, hands down, no questions asked. Look, that's the wrap from us tonight. I just want to firstly say thanks to Angus Australia for once again putting on this great event. The Spring 2024 Semen Sire Directory is now available. If you scan this QR code, it's got lots of information in it, including the research EBVs, MSA marbling, condition and hip height for those mature cows. I think there's some traits we need to start paying attention to. The website's got a lot more information of videos and progeny, and we try and keep that up to date with new information as much as we can. If you're regular to following what we're up to, you'll be quite acutely aware that we do have a podcast going with Sam Parrish, the Breeder Exchange. Again, if you're wanting more information, that's a great way to get some more information, but additionally some industry insights into some guests we have there. Scan this QR code and it'll take you through to those pages. Please get in touch. We're happy to share as much information as we can to make sure you make the most informed breeding decision you can, whether it's with or without one of our bulls. I think that's still a positive outcome. Look, good luck to all the upcoming sales, and thank you so much for watching tonight. I look forward to catching up with you all soon. Cheers.